Today we're back with some more Minecraft Skyblock here on Cosmic Sky. Today we're going to be going ahead and investing in cow spawners, and I'll get further into this in a moment. Before we do that, if you are a part of the 85% of people that are not subscribed that view my content within the past month, I'd really appreciate it if you considered subscribing with notifications. Anyways, to give a rundown of what I've done off camera is I made a mob farm for chickens and rabbits. This is going to be our temporary chicken and rabbit mob farm, just so we have one, even though it's not like the best design possible. And we reached island level 5, and we're almost halfway to island level 6. And when reaching island level 5, we can unlock cows. As you can see, we can unlock cows here, and then eventually we'll be able to obtain the carrot recipe at level 6. So if we take a look at Island Slayer, we can pretty much use cows now. We just need to go ahead and place down the spawner or spawners. And for farming, we quite literally need to farm 2,000 potatoes. And I did find out when you're farming, you don't need to spam click, just hold left click and it'll farm really quick. But yes, we do need to get 2,000 potatoes and level 6 and the carrot recipe, which honestly, we do have the fragments for it. I do have that prepared for a different video. For now, we're not going to be making the recipe because that's not the priority of this video. And I'm working on getting the coal fuel recipe, which will be in a different video as well. And if I'm going to be honest, getting carrots is not really that worth it right now in the beta, because you still need to get a carrot from adventure, and I have not even gotten a single one, which at the end of the day is kind of crazy that I've not gotten a single one. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead, place down the cow spawners. Actually, we're gonna pick these up really quick, and I'm gonna give a rundown of how we're going to build this. First of all, we're gonna need to make a fence, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and make some carpet. So what we're going to do is go right here, break this block, put a fence down, put a carpet, and then now we can walk on it, of course. What you do is you put a hole in the top, you shift in, and basically you stand here. You push the cows in since they can fit in, but once the cows and you are in, you place a block behind you here, and you start killing the cows in a hitbox, or in their hitbox, I should say, because it just kills them way quicker. And another way to speed up that process is by using strength pots, because you'll be able to one-tap them. And if you want to get strength pots, I believe they're in the potions, 500 for each one for 3 minutes. But let me demonstrate really quick here. So you push the cow in. Let's get this cow in really quick. If you're having trouble placing any blocks or breaking them, I suggest maybe using just fences, just so you can break it easy. But if you go ahead, stand here, it kills them slightly quicker if you're in their hitbox. But if you don't have strength, it doesn't do much. So you do need to have strength, of course, when doing this. But if we take a look at beef, if we sell this, that's an easy $50 per one, which is absolutely insane for just killing cows in general. I guess another method I could do is make a staircase up here and drop in. So what I do is I put the cow in first, and then I go up the stairs, which I think is probably the better plan. So we'll push the cow in, get you there, and put it in like that. And then we hop in, and now we're in the hitbox. So killing them would be faster if we had strength and sharpness 4 at least. Well, we do have sharpness 4, just not strength. And then once you're done, you can just break out if you kill all the stack of cows. So I guess what we need to do is search for cow spawners, see if there's any on AH, which there is some. There's about 8 for about 160,000, which I could try and get. Honestly, it's not looking likely that we'll be able to get more cow spawners right now, but we'll probably get some more when I can and have enough money to purchase them off players for a decent pricing. Another thing we're gonna go over in today's video as well is scavenger adventures and their current state, which is honestly pretty good. So I'm gonna give a rundown of these scavenger points or reputation points for scavenger adventure. Currently I have 39. So the way the system works, you start at tier 1 with 0, and just to give a rundown, this gives you better gear so you can fight better mobs that are harder to fight with the lower gear. But basically, if you go ahead and get up to 20, you get tier 2, tier 3 is supposedly 30, and then I believe it's 65 for tier 4, and then 100 for tier 5 from what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but so far I'm tier 3 and I hit it at 30. Basically what it does is give you better enchants like protection and sharpness, smite, all sorts of good things you'll need in that adventure. I'm also going to give a big tip for the people that actually have to do other things but want to get reputation points and not have to grind out the adventure the whole 20 minutes, because when you grind out 20 minutes and get 3 chests looted, you get 3 reputation adventure points for the scavenger adventure, and you need 100 in total. So in 3 days you could get that maxed out if you do this tip. So let's go ahead, hop into the scavenger adventure, and I'll show you what I mean. I think they'll change this, what I'm about to suggest, probably in the future, but as of right now, what you do is you need to get 3 looted chests. So let's get 3 chests, and then I'll explain what we'll do from there. Now, as you can see, my tier 3 loot is really decent. I mean, the custom enchants were bad on this roll, but overall the gear is just better because you have a chance of getting prop 4 and and like guaranteed prot 3 at tier 3, which is really good. But there we go. We got one chest. We need to loot, I believe, 2 more. And I'm probably going to do this full run anyways, but I'm going to give a rundown of what I would do if you don't want to do the full run. Okay, we got mobs here that will fight. Chest number 2. And if you want to extend your time, you can with scavenger clocks, but I don't recommend doing that when you're trying to do the tip that I'm recommending here. So we got 3 chests now, and what we're going to do is just run right next to the border. And for an example, let's say you had to go out of the house and you really quickly wanted to do a scavenger adventure and get 3 chests. You could just wait the 20 minutes over by the border that is not near any chests. You could just stand here and come back. You'll be pushed out of the adventure, or the scavenger adventure, I guess, and you'll get 3 reputation points. So what I've been doing for my reputation points has not even been running really at all, because I've had other things to do, and so I left Minecraft open in the background, just sat over at the border, got a few reputation points for doing exactly nothing. Well, technically getting 3 chests, but you get the point. It's a good idea, and I do recommend it. I assume at some point they'd implement an AFK timer in here just to prevent that, but for the time being, if you do see this when this video comes out, I'm pretty sure that has not happened. And the way I do scavenger adventures, by the way, is I only just run around the outskirts. I never go anywhere close to like 200 blocks into 0, 0 on either coordinates, because if you go in that close, the mobs get harder and harder to fight. But once you have better gear, it's kind of worth it from your tier upgrades. Right now I can only fight some of the mobs, but I don't recommend it either way until you have at least like tier 4, tier 5, because then you can consistently fight the middle mobs at 0, 0 on your coordinates. I'll try to get the carrot recipe and the coal recipe done at some point, but for now there's really no point. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.